As the news reached Israelis that the government had broken the ceasefire, families of those still detained in Gaza accused it of choosing to give up on the hostages and called for all Israelis to join them in protest.
I could not sit in the office today after the night we've been through, after the vicious step that Netanyahu and his government took.
It's basically a sacrifice of the remaining hostages that are alive. They're in critical danger now.
Hamas is still holding 59 Israeli hostages, roughly 24 of whom are believed to still be alive. The White House said it had been consulted ahead of the airstrikes and voiced support for Israel's actions.
I say to Mr. Trump and Mr. Netanyahu, you cannot achieve peace by this method of killing more babies.
The strikes came as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu faces mounting domestic pressure over his handling of the war and in a long-running corruption trial. The renewed offensive appeared to have convinced a far-right party that had bolted the government over the ceasefire to rejoin it on Tuesday. And Netanyahu's latest testimony in the trial was cancelled.
The only explanation one can see for the war restarting now is coalitional needs of Netanyahu, that he needs to strengthen the staying power of the coalition to keep himself out of the investigations and out of jail.
Mass demonstrations are also planned following Netanyahu's announcement earlier this week that he wants to fire the head of Israel's Shin Bet internal security agency. Another move which critics say is an attempt to divert blame for his government's failures on and since October 7th.